I do like how clean this is. I like the text. I like the image over here. The logo reads very well. You might want to either bring it over here flush or center it. It's strangely located. The weight is okay, but it's just kind of situated a little differently. Look at About Us. I see you have this style going here, overlapping. Really busy. I would reduce these by a lot because they compete with the logo. The logo should be one of the most important things, plus whatever it is you're trying to say here. I think what you're trying to say is about us, and so you're going to have to get into this content much quicker, this and this. This, less important. This seems to be your main content. And really think about this because it's hard to read layered like that, and it's hard to read with the leading so overlapped. Right? So I would rethink that. You have these here, don't leave them here. Okay. This is a picture of words. This has to be entered. Okay. A little tight here, right? Need some space like you have here. Right, so I think you've got a few things you can be working on. Just contact me if you have any further questions or want to run something by me. Okay. All right. This template, Christine, is the Mexican template, and so it's got some innate problems with it too. This is good, and I don't mind that this is by itself because you're kind of saying it's organic, but I might want to see that capitalized and maybe just put some words here that bring that to focus. Otherwise, pull that up and around so it's not by itself. These are great photos. We actually sort of toured some of these sites in class, and they did comment that these were really great photos. Here, this element that you have is from the template, and that feels a lot more Mexican than Baja Taco. So those are some of the things. We're also getting into a different branding with the green. Nice photos. This is another icon that you will want to get rid of. It doesn't really say fish tacos, as this is also one of the Mexican icons, so make sure those are taken out. Make sure all of your titles are consistent. This almost works, but it doesn't when we get down here, and when we get down here. The circles, when you do something like that, you have to be consistent with your decision there to make the shape the same throughout. And it's none of these are the same. Okay? This oval is not the same as this. It's not the same as that. This covers up. Looks, like you ran out of time. Make sure you go through and work on that. The red, again, is part of the Mexican menu style. Do we want a whole page for testimonials? I don't know. This is cute. This works in a lot of ways. This, you can reverse that out. You probably won't, but you can reverse that out, make it white, and it might sit better on the page, float a little better. Alright, so this image is too blurry. Right? You have to have clear images for that. This one we decided wasn't selling the food very much, the fish tacos, okay? We thought it was a girl. We didn't really see it as selling what we were looking for there. All right. So this. All right. So good work, and I look forward to seeing it in week 4. JT. I would go ahead when we're talking about the red and not have the indent here. Brush that left. I like that you've got, you're telling them where you are, what you do. That's really great. The starburst here, emblem, is competing. So that should either be made much larger, which I'm not sure I recommend, or removed, but it's definitely overlapping here, and it's in some cases making the A look like an R for some of the people who were viewing it. Nice photo. Okay. The buttons, I think you're better off without them. They're a little dated, so I would pull those out and maybe make that all caps so they read a little larger. This, it looks like you've used some sort of social media service. I would reconsider that. The location and events. Okay. A lot of borders. Consider whether you need so many borders. You have a little bit different theme everywhere. If you're going to ask these questions, then it needs to be consistently placed. There needs to be one for each of your items. Like we talked about, arrange for these to have the same number of lines so that they all line up. You did a great job selecting your images. Maybe you went through Google advanced search for that. These images would need to be flush, so they need to be the same size. I'm not sure, I know these are locations, but I'm not sure they all have enough to do with the food truck. Okay? This can cut down, probably 4 or 5 paragraphs here. This, we felt, competes a little bit, and isn't that clear. You can shorten your mission statement into 1 paragraph. That would work for you. I love this image. It doesn't work with the text that you have. It's competing. It's a great image, but that will have to be looked at. Okay, you have this up here, so you don't need it down here. Okay, nice work. So if everybody would just look over one another's work and see what it is that you've taken from each, and then when you're ready to update yours, you'll be able to apply some of the information and maybe some ideas that others have in plan. All right? Right, great job.